Hey, everybody, welcome to a brand new show that we are bringing to Digiwaxx music video review. I'm your host, Tee Recx. We also have Legend in the building as well. How you doing, Legend?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Another beautiful day.
Yes, yes, indeed. And we got some videos that we're going to be talking about and, you know, just critiquing it and just giving our own personal feel for. We got so many music videos that's been released like every day that you can find on YouTube and all the other media platforms, and it's good that we have a show that we can actually talk about these videos. Well, what's some of the qualities that you look in a music video?
I mean, for me, I've been a fan of music videos since I was a kid. Like, I remember watching like MTV with the music premieres when like Michael Jackson was like doing "Remember the Time," and
Mhm.
when they was doing "Jam," where Michael Jordan was in the video, and then of course, being fans and directors like Chris Robinson, Hype Williams, Director X, and so um, looking at people like Missy, where she had like all the dancing and stuff in there. I love the dancing in
Oh
music
yes.
videos. I love
Mhm.
the creativeness in music videos, like her, Busta Rhymes, Ludacris. I feel they all had that type of uh characteristic, colorful movie type of settings when it came to the movies, like to the music videos. Like when Busta Rhymes did picture hands where my eyes can see, like when he did the Coming to America vibe, or like
Right.
when you looked at Missy Elliott's Hot Boys remix video, where you had Nas, you had
Mhm.
Eve, you had Q-Tip. I mean, the dancers was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I Can't Stand the Rain, like classic music videos. You know what I'm saying? When she's wearing like the big like plastic bag or it look like a garbage bag, whatever. Like just the creativity in there. Chris
Yes.
Brown, he's been killing the music video game too. Like he's been having some of the dopest music videos, and the settings. He's really been on the Afrobeat kick, super heavy. So I just look for creativity. I look for the dancing. I
Hmm.
look for themes, and I look for like how are they pushing the envelope with doing these music videos? Is it a big budget? You know what I'm saying? Or what's the visuals? Because like I said, when you look at some of the top music video directors, everybody knows Hype Williams, Big Pimpin'. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? When you
Hmm.
look at Director X and he did what they really want from a nigga, the DMX and Cisco. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like Chris Robinson, you know what I'm saying? Like those are like some of your there's other ones of course too, but those are like your top ones that his base and Benny Boom. I forgot about him, Benny Boom. Those are like some of your big music video directors. And so I just want to see um, who's the next generation to push the envelope and to be creative with these artists.
Absolutely. I know growing up, Michael Jackson videos was like a world premiere. Like it tell you
As a
what time.
movie,
Yes, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on MTV. And shoot, man, we'll have our clock set to watch that. And I remember me and my parents, we would gather around the TV and watch Michael Jackson videos. Man, it was like almost like being at the movies. So it
no
was just
facts.
it was just so wonderful how videos then was such a big deal for artists and for the consumer to watch, and versus today, which you can just upload it quickly on YouTube. So I'm talking about pre-internet, but
Right.
now you have an influx of videos that get posted daily, and sometimes we miss out on the premiere. We don't catch it the day of. We might catch it a week down the line, or if we hear the buzz about it, then we'll go watch it. But I wish that we had some kind of world premiere where everybody go on YouTube, or even if MTV and BET decide to bring something back like that, that would be nice.
Man, I missed that. I mean, if
Yes.
we did have that, I mean, even if they did it with YouTube, to where like they did a partnership with like BET or TRL, where it's like, okay, we're gonna show the BTS the behind the scenes, show the
Hmm.
making of the video, then do a world premiere. I know they kind of because they did it afterwards, which I didn't like. I wish they would have did it earlier, but like
Right.
For the Chris Brown, the Sierra Chris Brown song, "How We Roll,"
Hmm.
they put that content out afterwards, and I'm like, dang, why didn't y'all do that before? Like showing the making of the video, being in the dance studios, working up to it,
Yes.
then to be like, cool, here go the world premiere, and then like YouTube makes it like a whole thing. Like I think that'd be dope. Like there's nothing wrong
Yes.
with TRL working with YouTube, being online or BET. Like bring that stuff back. Like people look forward to that stuff. Like there's still dancers out here who want to see that stuff. There's still a following who wants to see the making of the videos because it's like, how else are they learning how to do the dance moves? They're watching these music videos.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into the videos that we have for today. First off, we have one from Killer Mike featuring CeeLo Green. Definitely a shout out to CeeLo Green and Goody Mob. Those my guys, man. Killer Mike to the A, the representing the A. So Killer Mike has a new video called Down by Law. And we're going to go ahead and check this out right now.
T Rex and Mike ain't on.
Hey, that was Killer Mike featuring CeeLo Down by Law. What you think of that, legend?
I thought it was pretty dope. I thought it was organic. Having everybody come to the record store, you know what I'm saying, being in there. Hopefully people did really purchase that album of his because he definitely puts out great work.
Right.
It's definitely dope to see CeeLo Green, you know what I'm saying, still doing music and stuff. And and really, you know, he's been in his singing bag, you know, because I remember CeeLo as a rapper growing
Yes.
up, you know what I'm saying, and doing songs with Cool Breeze and Outkast and all of them in the Dungeon family. But no, I thought it was good. I thought it was definitely organic. I definitely liked the message behind the record, um, and you know what he's been standing for and what he's been pushing. So just to see it, see him in that light, to see him still keep going, to see that the city still, you know, supports him, and you know, I seen he had his wife in the back. I was like, okay, I see the missus. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thug dizzle. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
yes.
You know, definitely in support of that. You know what I'm saying with the queen. You know, but
Absolutely.
that chicken was looking good. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's the first thing I should have said. That chicken was looking delicious. I was like, dang, that sounds good right now. It looked like lemon pepper was
Yes.
popping up out of that frying pan.
I know that's right. It gave me that nostalgia, man. Like you said, been in a record store and people just having a good time. And he was definitely speaking facts throughout the whole song about our culture and how everybody embraces it. But yet, you know how everything goes on in this country. But just for him and CeeLo to team up, that's the kind of hip hop that we all like and we all need.
Right, right. And because at first when I was listening to it, I was like, I heard CeeLo's voice in the back, but I was like, is it gonna be like a hook and then a verse? But it
Hmm.
was that setup was he raps the verse and then you know CeeLo comes and sings and does his runs and stuff. And so I like that approach. You know, I like sometimes when people come at certain records differently and then they actually shoot a music video to it because usually people just stick to the label stuff where it's like, okay, we're gonna do this song because this song has a hook, verse, hook, maybe a bridge, in and out in the verse. But I like that he chose that record to do a music video too. So definitely respect that. Shouts out to you know what I'm saying, Killer Mike and the whole squad.
And it's kind of like the perfect example, like we was talking about on Digiwaxx New Music Wednesdays call about everybody rapping the same and rapping about all the negative stuff. But Killer Mike definitely brought something different. And outside of his artistry, he does a lot of advocate for all kind of things. He fights for rights of people, and he definitely used his
Black person.
platform to help people. He's definitely an activist in our community, and I commend Killer Mike on that.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely an activist. He does a lot of philanthropy. I know he has a barbershop out there. I
Hmm.
know he does stuff with black businesses and all that. I know people like put out like black owned cell phones, toothbrushes, laundry detergent. What they got, Crip Cola or something like that. He supports all of that stuff. So he
Yes.
basically stands on what he's talking about. He's not just some respectfully some black people or some black artists who talk the good talk, but they don't walk it. He
Right.
walks that. So
Yes.
definitely shouts out to Killer Mike for just being a staple in his community and supporting Atlanta and and supporting artistry out there. I know there was an artist he supported. You ever seen Rhythm and Flow with Chance the Rapper, Cardi B, and Ti on
No, I
Netflix?
have not seen it. No, I haven't seen it yet.
So there was an artist that he supported on that show. And so, like I said, he didn't have to, but he used his platform. Was like, nah, this is an artist who who's really dope. And I think he presented them in front of Ti, if I'm not mistaken. They didn't win, but they did make it up to like the final like six or something like that. So,
Okay.
shout out to Killer Mike, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Moving on to our next video. Man, he doesn't need any introduction. Like these two MCs been very consistent over the last decade. I'm talking about Drake and J. Cole, man.
Oh,
They
facts.
finally dropped the video for first person shooter. What is your thoughts about how their careers have continued to ascend?
Um, I mean Drake. First of all, I got family in Canada, so like they used to tell me
Mhm.
about Drake when I used to visit out there for like the Caribbean and stuff. I'm like Drake. I'm like, man, get that out of here. I'm like, what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not trying to
Right.
hear it. But when I first heard Drake, I think it was like 2008 or nine,
Hmm.
and just to see how he's grown and how his career has grown over the years. I mean, he's a true artist. You know what I'm saying? He's a true artist. This
Yes.
dude raps, sings, Afrobeat. He'll do soca. I mean, I heard him on before his project. I heard him on a record with Bad Bunny rapping in Spanish. I said, let me find out Drake out here rapping in Spanish and stuff. And let me find out Drake about to do some reggaeton. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Hmm.
same for Cole. Cole I discovered young, you know what I'm saying, from, some of my friends out there in North Carolina and stuff. Drake has had I mean not Drake, but Cole has had a great career. I felt he had a slow start because you hear songs like Work Out for Me. Those
Hmm.
songs I was like, oh, okay, but when you actually listen to like his Friday Night Lights mixtapes and stuff, and you hear the growth um, with Cole to me has definitely grown as a rapper and
Absolutely.
has his feet planted in the industry so heavily. Like I consider them two titans. When we look at titans like Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake is in that conversation. Cole is in that conversation. I felt
Yes.
Cole is kind of taking the route as three stacks, but not all the way. He's not walking around playing flutes and stuff, but
Right.
he's he's dressing the way how he wants to dress. He let the locks grow. You know what I'm saying? He's um he's safe and secure within himself, and that's what I appreciate because um you don't have a lot of artists like that. You know what I'm saying? And Drake too. Like they both
Yes.
got their own styles to where they're not trying to wear the latest trends or let me these get on these fast fashions. Like Drake has his own style.
Hmm.
He has of course to deal with Nike. Cole has his own style. He had to deal with I think Puma, and then of course him playing ball and stuff, which was interesting to see. Cole's actually pretty good, but I'm just happy to see that we got two artists who's been in the game this long, who's been consistent, who's put out great projects, and who, like we talked about yesterday on the New Music Wednesdays, they're one of the few artists where they got good content. You know what I'm saying? They're real
Right.
about situations. They talk about relationships. They talk about stuff with their significant others, or they talk about stuff with their kids, or they talk about
Mhm.
stuff going on with their friends, industry and all of that. They talk about real life situations, and it's something that you can relate to and that you were able to grow with. You know, I definitely am proud of both of them. I'm definitely happy to see them, on a song together again. Because the last song I think they did together commercially was what was it called? Hidden in the Morning. I think
Hmm.
that's the last song I heard them two do together, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm happy to see this. They
Me too.
lyrically both, I mean, they're top tier. They're top tier. Easily in my top 10.
Absolutely. And most genres, you don't sometimes you don't get the top tier people together to collaborate on music or anything.
Man, it's hard to do that.
Yes,
Look how long we waited for Jay-Z and Nas to do something.
right. That took a
What was it,
long
Black
time.
Republican? It took a minute. I mean, I'm glad J. Cole and Drake didn't have beef, but
Right.
still, like, it does always take long your for like two titans to come together. I mean, yeah, granted they did something a while ago,
Hmm.
but you know, everybody wanted more. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Kendrick as well. You want those top artists to do more stuff together. You know, so
Absolutely. And they'll cut down on the beef, man. We have too much beef. People want to be in competition with each other. To see Drake and J. Cole put together this project, and from what we hearing, they might be putting an album together in the future. But that speaks
man,
volumes. Like I'm tired of the violence. I'm tired of the competition. I just want people just to make music together.
yeah. I mean, if they do a project, I'll be happy for it. I
Yes.
still would love to hear Cole and Kendrick do their project, and I want to hear Drake and Ross do their project together. And shouts out to Meek. I'm happy Meek and Ross got to do a project, but I really want to see Drake and Ross. That's like champagne and caviar. Like that's gonna
Yes.
be nothing but just the drippage of luxury over that project. Like I would love to hear that, but I'm not mad at having the two light skinned brothers come together and do some lyrical exercise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'm not going to hold anybody any further. We're going to check out Drake featuring J. Cole, First Person Shooter.
In this
All right.
video, there's so many Michael Jackson references that I was catching.
Yes.
So many. You got at the end when he's walking on the squares. That's the Billie Jean.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at the end with the statue of him. That's when he did the History album, and that's when like he did the record like with Janet Jackson Scream. Then if you watch when they're playing ping pong, if you watch it, they got on black pants with the white socks and the penny loafers.
Yep.
Then if you look at the part with as he's walking down the hallway as he's a wolf and then he changes into Drake. That's it's not a
Thriller.
song. I don't know if it's a song, but it's a Michael Jackson video where like he jumps on a car and he's doing like the little dance and stuff. It's a little solo dance, and then he start busting out the windows and screaming and all that, ripping off his shirt, and then
Mm-hmm.
because it's like in the street or something like that at night, and then he crawls on the ground and he turns into a panther. He took
Yes.
that, and then he also I'll say maybe like the subway scene part. I kind of want to say that comes from either like Beat It or Bad. Like he was and then when he shoots the basketball across the world,
Jam.
maybe I'm reaching jam with Michael Jordan. Like maybe I'm reaching with that, but I feel there's a lot of play off of Michael. And then the lines he was saying with the publishing by old publishing. Remember, Michael bought Eminem's publishing
Yep.
or his catalog or whatever, and he bought the Beatles. You know what I'm saying? And I think he bought Mariah Carey's and gave it to her or something like that. But it was a lot of Michael reference in this music video and in this song. So great video. Like I said, that Hype Williams, that Benny Boom, that Director X. Like I feel they had a budget for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But definitely a fun video, dope video. I play chess, so I like the chess playing. You know, the ping pong, the basketball. You know what I'm saying? So no, it was definitely dope. It was definitely dope.
Right. Just a great sports analogy. You really have two of the best teams going against each other. And for Drake to pay so much homage to Michael Jackson, that definitely speaks volumes as far how he's comparing his career to Michael Jackson's career as well. Drake is probably one of the best artists to ever come in hip hop. Just his consistency and his growth. Drake is known worldwide. Uh, Him and J. Cole are both involved in the NBA, with J. Cole having minority ownership with Charlotte Hornets, and Drake
Oh, that is true.
being involved with Toronto Raptors. So just all those references that you were speaking on, it definitely ties in together, and it's great that they can have a friendly competition and be able to shoot a video and put all egos aside. So I definitely respect both of them coming together and put out this video for us.
Hold on. So did Jordan give up or sell his ownership from the Charlotte Hornets?
Yes, I believe so. I think
And
he
then
did.
Cole got it. Okay. I wonder
Yes.
if like did that purposely for Cole, like, hey, I'm about to sell this. If you want it, you know, I'll give you first dibs. If so, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up that Cole has ownership in the
Yeah.
basketball team. That's definitely forward movement in the
Absolutely.
culture and in hip hop. So yeah, no, I definitely like that video. Shoot, you know what? They probably gonna be nominated for video of the year.
Yes. You could tell they had a high budget for that video,
Yeah.
for them to do those transitions and just bring two great artists together, man. Like I'm just as a music
People
fan,
love that.
I like that. Yes, yes,
Like
we
when
love that.
Chris and Drake came together. First of all, everybody was happy that the beef was over, but everybody was
Mhm.
happy. Dang, we got a great record out of this too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody can eat. Everybody can eat together.
Right. I mean, for real, and that's the thing. The industry doesn't want everybody to come together because then it's like, well, we can't make money off of the violence or the beef, and it's like,
Right.
but for the artists, it's smart because it's like you doing records with some of the other bigger artists or other people's favorite artists. That makes you money now because y'all hopping on records together, and
Yes.
then that brings everybody together because now nobody doesn't have to feel like they're split between, oh, I got to be a fan of this artist or this artist. Like when people were, you know, when Drake and Meek was beefing, people was feeling like, dang, I got to pick between Meek or Drake. No, now y'all can come together
Right.
and support both artists, you know what I'm saying, without feeling like, dang, you know what I'm saying? And so to see Drake, like I said, him and Cole never had beef, but I'm glad to see like what was it? I think it was the Houston or Miami show where uh Drake came out because Drake came out to Cole and Cole came out to Drake's
Hmm.
show, but Drake always show love to Cole, saying like he's one of the best. You know what I'm saying? Like Drake always gives that love to Cole, and I appreciate that. I would love to see, respectfully, I would love to see that with Wale as well. I know Cole gives Wale that credit, and it does mean something when Cole says it as well. But it also helps when you got another titan big artist giving that love too, because Wale's put out some remarkable projects instrumentally, theatrically. Um, Wale's put out some really good music. I know he's working on another new album, and so it's just like um, I would love to see that class kind of come back together. Like, you know, who was it? Like Wiz, Drake,
Hmm.
Cole, Kendrick, Meek, um, Nicki. Like, I love that class. I think it was that like '09, 2010. Great
Yes.
class. And to see them still now, still doing it at a high level. I mean, that's my class actually right there. That's my class, and to see them, to see where they're at and how they progress, and to see how they've grown, and to see how they've grown musically, lyrically, shoot, financially too.
Right.
There's rumors that this Drake is a billionaire, and I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm hearing that Cole's up there in like the 100, 200 million spots. So, I mean, with him now owning a part of the team, he probably gonna touch a Billy too. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just
Absolutely.
happy to see us as black men just doing positive things, doing great things. You know what I'm saying? Outside of just your personal life, you know what I'm saying? Everybody make mistakes or whatever, but to see
Absolutely.
them, to see them doing what they're doing, I'm definitely proud. Um, but yeah, man, great video, great video.
Yes. I know you was talking about the '08, '09 class. Well, our next video, we have two great artists as well, Two Chains and Lil Wayne. They just dropped
Oh
a
dang.
brand new video titled Long Story Short. And what is your thoughts about that collab?
I mean, it's definitely a great collab. When Wayne was going through that whole situation with Birdman, um, and then they came together, I was happy to see that because I wanted music from Lil Wayne, and by him collaborating with Two Chains, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I hope too this time, to my remembrance, when they did their last project, they only came out with like what one or two big songs, and I think they only had like maybe one music video. Hopefully, they at least put out a few more. Excuse me, a few more with this project. But I'm definitely looking forward to it because Wayne is dope, and Wayne, I feel, and some people may disagree. I feel Wayne challenges Two Chains, and I feel I've gotten. Oh no, let me take that back. Two Chains, he's lyrical, whether people want to accept that or not. And I've heard them on records where I was like, "Oh, Two Chains
Right.
getting busy," but to hear them on another project together, I'm expecting more lyricalness and wordplay from Two Chains, and I already know what to expect with Wayne. I just posted up a video on my IG, the real Champagne Legend. But no, I was on IG and I seen Wyclef and Lauren Hill bring out Lil Wayne for Ready or Not, and this
Yes.
dude did a crazy freestyle. Like it almost felt like it was supposed to go to the song, and that's what I like about Lil Wayne. Like he can freestyle and just do some random stuff, but then he also can freestyle and be on topic. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm excited about this project. Um,
Yeah.
Shouts out to Tunchi. You know what I'm saying? Whole Young Money, Cash Money, and Two Chains. If I'm not mistaken, is he still with Good Music?
No, I don't think he's with good
He's
music
not.
anymore.
Okay, so I mean, shouts out to Two Chains and wherever he lands at label wise, or if he's gonna be independent, I still support him. I still want to see him do another versus. I like the one with Rick Ross, but I'd rather have seen him go against somebody else. But man, shouts out to both of them, man. Two Chains with the show what's it called, Most Expensive Ish. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I love that show. I love that show. But shouts out to Two Chains. Shouts out to Tunchi and this new project. And yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for some lyrical exercise on there too.
Absolutely. Love Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is a generational talent. He been relevant since the mid '90s with Cash Money, the Hot Boys.
Yeah, he was like what 11 or 12 with them niggas.
Yeah, he was very young. Yeah, he was probably around that age, maybe 13, 14. But yes, man, like Wayne he's been part of our culture. Like
Yeah,
if something whatever happened to Lil Wayne, I think we all will feel hurt. Like when Michael Jackson passed,
yeah,
some of the greats in the past, like Lil Wayne is a stature of hip hop going on 25 plus years, man. Like he's really been in the game for a long time since a kid.
I mean, literally think about it. Jay-Z is what I think 51 or 52. His birthday is December 6th.
Hmm.
So he'll either be turning 52 or 53 or maybe even 54. I don't know his age exactly, but I know he's in his early 50s. He came out with like 93, 94. I think like
Hmm.
without Jazzo, him solo artist, I think it was like early 90s. And then Wayne comes out afterwards, but Wayne is only in his 40s and
Right.
he's almost had the same length of a career as Jay-Z, and to see how Wayne has changed the culture. He has tons of kids out here. Uh, Young Thug's his kid. Um, Future's his kid. Lil Uzi's his kid. Like he has tons of, like he has his own family tree, which is deserving to where he changed a whole generation when he did that whole rock star rock rap,
Right.
and he just created that mixtape era. Not created it, but he had a crazy mixtape era. And I
Yes.
remember he did something crazy like in 2000, like 7 or 8. He had like most features in a year. He had like 75 features or something crazy like that, where he just
Hmm.
featured on everything. Everybody wanted a Lil Wayne verse. You know what I'm saying? That
Yes.
whole mixtape era where he rapped over Beyonce's Upgrader, and he said, "I'm a monster. Every day is Halloween." Like, man, Lil Wayne, I mean, you got to give it to him. He's definitely a goat in his own right, and
Yes.
you can't take nothing away from that man and what he's done for the culture and what he's done, um, and what music artists he's opened up the doors for. I mean, technically, we wouldn't have Drake without Tunechi.
Absolutely.
Wouldn't have
Absolutely.
Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't have Tiger and a lot of other artists without Wayne.
Absolutely right. Definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Beyond. Thank you so much.
Oh heck yeah.
Part of Sovereign Brands, the makers of Bel Air. Also, I want to give a shout out to Fit by Culture. Make sure you check those two brands out on Instagram and all over social media and their websites. But we're not going to hold you any further. Two chains, and Lil Wayne with Long Story Short. Shout out to 3 6 Mafia. I definitely heard the sample in that. I used to listen to Hypnotize Minds as a young teenager, and so that sound definitely sticks with you from Memphis, Tennessee. What was your thoughts on that, Legend?
No, I definitely liked it. One thing I definitely got to say, we definitely got to give Two Chains his flowers, because when people talk about fashion and stuff, I never really hear his name mentioned. You hear, of course,
Hmm.
Ye, Pharrell. You may hear Jim Jones and them. You know what I'm saying, with the drip. You may hear you might hear Usher's name. There's certain names you'll hear, but when it comes to that fashion, like Two Chains definitely got that drip. He
Yes,
definitely got that drip, and you know, I thought the song was dope. Like I said, lyrical exercise. They both did their thing lyrically. Um, I like that combination. I like them two coming together. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans, and you know what I'm saying. You got Atlanta uh, coming together. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Two dope artists from the South. Um, First time hearing them together, of course, when he was Titty Boy and he was with Player Circle. Hold up,
hmm
was that the group's name, Player Circle?
yes,
Yeah, and
yeah. Yeah, play a circle.
when they did Duffel Bag Boy, that was the first time we heard them together, and you know, we know what Wayne did, you know what I'm saying, on the hook, and we know what Two Chains did on that verse, you know what I'm saying? Um, because there's a remix too to that song. A lot of people don't know, where Wayne
Hmm.
actually has a verse, but to see them still having that friendship and that camaraderie between each other is definitely dope to see, and to see that they still got it, because I think they're both in their 40s right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Hmm.
um, they still got it. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like they slipping or like they being lazy. Like, nah, they still got that hunger, and they still within the competition. You know what I'm saying? So happy to see them too. Definitely like the
Yes.
record. Definitely like the music video. I like how them cars is like lit up on the inside. I'm like, okay, there's some rich nigga stuff there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yes.
yeah, no, it was definitely dope. Definitely like the sample. Um, I don't know who gets paid for that. I don't know if that's DJ Paul or if
Juicy
that's
J.
Jay. Because Juicy J, he makes bread off of sync licensing and people sampling his
Yes.
stuff. But that's another check for them. But no, I'm definitely excited about hearing this project. Definitely excited.
Me too. And Two Chains and Lil Wayne are highly intelligent. So everything they
Oh
do
yeah,
is it's strategic in a way. So
yeah.
they're not dumb by any means. Two Chains 4.0 student at Alabama State. Also played basketball too. Lil Wayne was an A student when he was in schools, and they are definitely consistent with the way they carry themselves and the way they put out music. And so I definitely give a shout out to both of those guys. I love Two Chains ever since I heard him when he was Titty Boy up until now. I've always been a Two Chains fan. And with Lil Wayne, and like I said, he's been part of our culture for 25 years or more. And just seeing him just continue doing music and doing things he loves, man, definitely a salute to both of those guys.
Nah, facts. Definitely salute to them. I remember when I first went to Florida, I was in Miami, and we was leaving the airport, and you know how you got the bus that like transfer you to your hotel and stuff. Um,
Hmm.
I remember I seen this silver Bentley, and I seen the license plate, and it said Titty Boy, and I said, "That's that's Titty Boy's Bentley." Yo, like I was going, then I was like, "Oh, he in Miami, he in Miami," and
Yes.
I don't know if he still got that car. He probably got rid of that thing a while ago, but that was like the closest I ever gotten to him. You know, now being in the industry and being heavy and working with the music artists and interviewing them and you know doing brand deals and stuff with them. Um, he's a solid dude. I remember where was I? At? I don't know if I was at South by Southwest or Revolt Music Conference. Um, I seen him there at one of them, but just cool dude, cool, tall, and I'm tall.
Hmm.
I'm 6'3", but Two Chains is tall. That's a tall dude, but super
Yes, he
cool,
is.
super cool. Haven't gotten to meet Wayne yet. I've been in the same vicinity as him, but I haven't like actually gotten to meet him. But hopefully this year, or if not next year, I get to meet Wayne. But
Hmm.
Two Chains, cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Stand up dude. So definitely respects to both of them.
Yes. Thing with Two Chains, I covered one of his events in Columbus, Georgia,
Oh,
been
for
years
real?
ago. Yes, under Live by Terrence Network, my old podcast name. I didn't go. I gift those passes to some staff members to go and cover that. So they end up taking pictures with Two Chains.
Dang,
Yes, so I missed out actually formally meeting him, but I
dang,
did get to cover his event when he was in Columbus, Georgia, years ago.
dang! You missed out, T. You
Yeah, I
missed
missed out,
out.
but hey, but we in the industry, so I'm sure we're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
bump into
yeah. I
each
mean,
other one
no,
day.
we'll definitely get to me. I mean, there's so much stuff going on for 2024. What you got? You
Yes,
got All Star Weekend. You got Super
yes,
Bowl. You got Grammys. I'll be out there for that. I'm on the board, and hopefully the right people win this year. But outside of that, you got Essence Festival. You got
hmm,
BT Awards. You got Afrotech. You got South by Southwest. You
yes,
got Rolling Loud, and all of these things I'm mentioning, I'm participating in some capacity. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going on for next year, and so I know they're going to
yes,
be at a few of these different events. So we'll get to meet them. You know what I'm saying? I really want to meet Wayne. I wish I could have been at that concert with Wyclef and Lauren Hill and seen that live with Wayne freestyling. I was like, dang, I knew that was a moment right there. I know
I
it
know,
was. And to
I know,
see Wayne and Lauren Hill, I'm like, okay,
classic.
this is a moment. So yeah, hopefully
Yes,
they set a tour up too. Cause did they set up? Did they do a tour on the first um on the first project? The Wayne and
um,
Two Chainz did. I don't think they did a tour.
I don't
I
think
hope
so.
they do one.
I know
Do you
Wayne
know
and
when?
Drake did.
Okay, you know when the project's coming out?
No, I don't know at the moment. I
Yeah,
need to.
I gotta find when that project is coming out because I hope they
Yes,
do a tour. And if
I hope
not,
so.
man, if not, I'll find the money from some investors and be like, hey, we want to back a tour with y'all too.
Yes,
So
yes.
and I know people will sponsor that. I know
Oh
companies
yes,
come out,
yes. That
Monster.
that, that, that would be dope.
Heck yeah. So Yeah, we need that tour, y'all. We definitely need that tour.
Yes, indeed. We're down to our last video, and it's not in the hip hop genre this time. We
Okay.
have Dua Lipa. What's your thoughts on Dua Lipa, the pop star? We
You
got a
know
video
what's funny?
called Houdini.
You know what's funny about her? Um, when I first heard her music, I was watching on Netflix the season one of You,
Hmm.
and that first season had a lot of dope music like playing in the background. And I
Hmm.
think she has that one song called what is it called? One Kiss Is All It Takes or something like that. I think hold on. Let me double check. I want to be accurate because I know people
Yes.
will killing me in the comments like that wasn't it, legend. Hold on, let me
Yeah. People
let
love
me
the
make
fat
sure.
chick.
Yeah, nah, for real, because I'm like I ain't have y'all try to eat me up on the comments. They probably already saying I'm long with it, so my bad. But hold on. So that song was hold up. Let me make sure because I'm gonna fact check myself. Um,
Yeah, you was a great series, by the way, on
man,
Netflix. Out there on Joe.
yo, your boy was bugging. He
Yes.
was bugging, watching through the window and stuff. I'm like, dang, you got to start looking out your curtains just to make sure nobody ain't staring. Um, this song was hold up. Uh, yeah, it was One Kiss, Calvin Harris and Dua Lipa. That's when I first heard her music, and I've been a fan since. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like her style. I like her voice.
Yes.
Um, her music is it's kind of free. You know what I'm saying? And with being in the music industry, especially being in the culture, people expect you only listen to like certain music. I listen to everything. You know, if it got a certain harmony, vibe to it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, like I listen to it. I like to be educated in all music and not just be one dimensional. So like EDM, house,
Yes.
dance, hip hop, trap, R&B, trap and B, pop, some country, even Afro beats, soca, reggaeton.
Hmm.
I've been listening to like Brazilian jazz recently and like Ethiopian like beat type music, like Afro beat, but it's like Ethiopian style.
Hmm.
I'm listening to that, and then I tell people send me whatever. Like I'm just open. Like I like to be worldwide with my music, like London
Absolutely.
drill, all that. Like, but listening to her, like I said, when I first heard her on, when I heard that record on you, I pulled my
Hmm.
phone out. And I you know, you hit the Google button or you hit Siri and
Yeah.
be like, "Hey,
Or
what's this?"
Shazam.
Yeah, or Shazam, and I was like, "Yo, this girl is dope." And so to see where
Hmm.
she's at now, you know, I'm definitely excited to hear more of her music and hear her explore where her sound and explore with like other producers and stuff, and to get different vibes and to push her to her limits in music.
Absolutely. But we're gonna check out Dua Lipa. She has a song or a music video called Houdini. Let's check this out. That was Dua Lipa with Houdini. Definitely got the message. If your words is not backed up by your actions, she's just gonna go ghost on you. She's gonna go Houdini on you. So what you think of that video?
Um, I say this respectfully. Um, it definitely gave me like 80s vibes. I felt like respectfully she kind of bit from like the Jacksons. And what I mean by that is like the beat kind of gave you like that thriller vibe a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That
then
that
her
cadence.
shooting her doing a video like the Pleasure Principle, Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Felt like it was inspired by those two greats. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like them using the what's the voice thing called? The computer love. What's it called?
Uh, the voice box.
Yeah, the
Well,
voice box.
yes.
That's what it sounded like. You know, of course they had that in there. Like that's why I said it gave you like that 80s vibe. Basically like
Hmm.
how Tory Lanez and the Weeknd did on their projects. Um but nah, I mean the video was cool. It was definitely cool. Um I personally would have did a different style of a music video according to what she was saying, but
Hmm.
I understood the music video. You know what I'm saying? I understood what she was, you know what I'm saying, going for. But no, I mean, like I said, Dua Lipa, she's a dope artist. She's talented,
Yes,
and you know, she's gonna tour well and all of that. And you know, she definitely has a certain crowd, but she's international. I'll say
yes,
that. But no, no, the video was cool. The video was cool. It was definitely a cool video. Um, but yeah,
absolutely. Like you said, it did have that 80s sound to it. Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson. I kind of thought Madonna a little bit,
yeah,
just
I get that
the
Madonna.
cadence
Yeah,
of it.
yeah,
But yes, I did get the message though. She said you got
yeah.
to come with it, or she just go leave.
Hey, that reminds me of when we was doing New Music Wednesday. The girl Cherry 22 from Toronto, her
Hmm.
song where she was basically talking about like this is the type of chick she is, and basically like be like this or like it's a rap. Basically, same vibe, same
Right.
same topic in a sense when it comes to the song.
Yes, indeed. Well, we have made it to the end of Digiwaxx music video review with Tee Recx
Yep.
and Legend. Legend, you having a shout out? So, any closing remarks?
Yeah. Definitely shout outs to Digiwaxx. Definitely shout out to to Earl over there with Even. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Definitely big ups to Even. Shouts out to Sovereign Brands with Vivian, their new cognac that they're pushing. Of course, Bel Air, Bamboo, McQueen, and Violet Fall. And they also have a new whiskey called Deacon. So definitely shouts out to Sovereign Brands. Um, shouts out to X. He's a producer based out of Columbus, Ohio. He just finished doing the editing and producing and music for a new documentary by Derek Russell, who's out here in Columbus, Ohio, who was with the Short North Posse, and you know he was a big gang member and you know in the drug business, but you know he turned his life around and now he's doing stuff for the
Absolutely.
community, being positive. The premiere, if I'm not mistaken, is actually today. So, you know, shouts out to him and you know, shouts out to Columbus and yeah. Oh, shouts out to Chop Stars. They're gonna be at South by Southwest celebrating 35 years of Chopped and Screwed
Okay.
music. RIP DJ Screw, but they're gonna have some celebrity guests and yeah, 35 years, man, of the Screw movement, man. That's big for them. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to
Yes.
OG Rossi, Candlestick, Holly Grove, the new president of Chop Stars, which is DJ Daxter. Shout out to all of them, Illadale, all them. So yeah,
Absolutely. Definitely looking forward to seeing them at South by Southwest, which
yeah,
definitely will be there next year for that. My shout outs are definitely want to give a shout out to Digiwaxx, the Hype Magazine, Two Factor Media, TMZ Live, just everybody that supports us and what
you
we
know,
have going on. Yes, yes, indeed. You can also catch myself and Legend on TMZ Live
yeah,
monthly. I was on there yesterday, as a matter of fact. So make sure you catch us out. Catch us on TMZ Live. Also,
I'll be on there.
CL.
Yeah,
Yes. So, oh, Brittany, she's going to be appearing on TMZ Live very soon.
okay,
So, yeah. So the Digiwaxx team is definitely making their mark on TMZ. Um,
yep.
but I just want to close the show out with I always tell your loved ones you love them today because tomorrow's never promised. I always love God and love people. We will be back with another episode of Digiwaxx music video review. Until then, peace.
Nothing less than legendary.